I just came across I was watching events unfold in our world. I like to do it daily, really, especially what's going on in Africa as it reacts to the rest of the world, as it pertains to the rest of the world and how the rest of the world treats Africans and why. I came across this article about ECOWAS and EU. ECOWAS has sent some representative to the EU, and here we have our favorite EU representative. You know, the one who would like to name us as the people from the jungle. And but anyway, this guy he's famous for naming Africans as the people from the jungle, and he has to come and bring his people and turn the jungle into a garden. Mr. Joseph Borrell. Anyway, I'm looking at these two Africans from ECOWAS. He is looking at one of them directly in the face. And here is this man, his head is bowed, his back is bending over. The one beside in the back of Borrell has his eyes facing the floor. His eyes are looking, the two of them can't even look this Caucasian man in the face. I found it on African News. Here are these two Africans who are representing now the governments of Africa. Can't look a Caucasian in the face. The shame of being African. It's when I look at things like these, you have to wonder. These are the same people that will mistreat their own African brothers in whatever country they came from, whether it be Nigeria, Ghana, Guinea, Niger, Benin, Togo, wherever they came from, Senegal, Congo. But these ones are from ECOWAS. Imagine the world seeing this. How can anyone seeing this look at an African and see anything less than what the world's been telling them all the time, that Africans are what the Caucasians been telling them that Africans are for centuries now. Look at the two of these black men. You can see the shame in the one facing Borrell as he looks down, can't look Borrell in the eyes, back bent over. And the next one behind him, behind Borrell, he's standing behind him, but yet still he can't look at the man. His eyes are on the floor. And these are the chosen African people in their state, wherever it is, whatever state it is, chose them as representatives. These are the ones who have their suitcases packed with the money that the EU gives, that America gives. These are the ones who will order the people of their country to be beaten by the army and the policemen. These are the ones who now want to invade Niger. Can't look this Caucasian man, I mean, even standing behind him, can't look at his back. Looks at the floor. The shame of seeing this, I mean, you could, nobody can comprehend how I feel looking at this. No wonder Africans are looked down upon by the rest of the world. No wonder. They send this kind of people. They select these kind of people to represent them in their country. To the young people of Africa, my brothers and sisters, it is time to stop this. It is time to stop this. When you do this, you have enslaved yourself. These are the type of people who want to attack their brothers in Niger. They went there to ask, to beg Burrell. You can see just the look on their faces. An article is about going to EU to beg for help against Niger. These ECOWAS representatives. The shame of every black man everywhere on planet Earth. Dear African brothers and sisters, please wake up. I beg you. It is people like this who sent my forefathers to Brazil, Argentina. Argentina wiped us out. So when you see Argentina going through what it's going through now, you know why. The blood, the curse of our blood is on Argentina. It cannot survive. Nevertheless, that's a subject for another day. But their forefathers, these leaders, so-called leaders of Africa standing for Burrell, their forefathers were the ones who captured us, brought us to Burrell's people to put us on the ships that shipped us across the Atlantic. They're the ones who now are sending it across the Sahel to Europe, where thousands of us are dying month after month, being put in concentration camps in Italy and Spain, being abused by the British and the Ukrainians who using us as shields now, refusing to let Africans leave Ukraine because they want to keep us there to try to force African governments to go against Russia. The same Ukraine who had troops here in the Sahel helping the French to murder Africans. These ECOWAS representatives, look at their faces, look at their action. It is time for change. Else, before long, Burrell and his gang is going to be in Africa enslaving all Africans on the continent. I hope I haven't disturbed your day, but this has to be fixed urgently. You used to have 3 years. When this war began, you had 3 years. Now it's almost just over a little, about a year and a half, less than a year and a half you have to fix these issues. Get rid of people like this and raise up the heads and the backs of Africans so they can look these people in the face and say, you know what? We are not going to accept the way you treat us anymore. It's time to end this. It is time to end this. I hope my rant didn't disturb your day. Seriously, I hope my rant didn't disturb your day. I hope that when you listen to this, that your mind says to yourself, you know, I really didn't see this before, but it's correct. And if you don't like me, then you don't like me. You don't like me pointing out the facts, then you don't. And Africans, many Africans I met who don't like to see the truth, especially in the elder generations like these two men. In the generation that these two came from, they don't like this. They prefer to be in the positions that these two are in. They can come home and give orders to murder their own people, but when they go to Europe, they bow down. Anyway, as I was saying, time to change. Time for a change. All right, no matter where you are, stay safe. Peace.